Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Bushman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for the new moon that's coming up on November 13th, 2023. This, of course, is a general forecast. If you would like me to go through your personal numerology or your own personal forecast, I would love to do that. Just book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. Now, for this new moon, by the time this comes around, we'll be well beyond eclipse season. Still probably feeling the effects of the eclipse season because they do kind of take some time, 6 months to a year, to fully unfold the storylines. But we should be out of the heat of it. I'm actually recording this on the eclipse, but by the time this new moon comes around, we should have clear insights of what's unfolding because of those eclipses, or what was closed out and what could be coming in. So let's take a look at this new moon and see what this could be bringing in for us. Life path number 3. So this new moon is bringing in some really interesting energy for you all. It's bringing in the 16-7, but then it's also bringing in white peacock energy. And what is so funny about this is the other day I saw a white peacock for the first time, and it was sort of, Anyway, so this is significant for me as well. So I need to do some more investigative work into the white peacock, but because it's obviously holding significance for me as well. But for the 16-7 energy, let's talk about that first. With the 16-7 energy, it can bring in very real, very tangible physical experiences that move you towards some kind of spiritual evolution, spiritual awakening, greater understanding, deeper awareness of self or others or your journey. But it typically will come through some kind of very physical experience, right? Something that you can attribute that awakening or whatever to, that you likely won't forget. Now, it doesn't have to be that intense, but I will say there is an element to that intensity because this new moon is in Scorpio, and it's a 13-4 cycle within itself, which is all about transformation, death, transformation, rebirth, some kind of regeneration. And so for you all having 16-7 energy, there's something significant about the very physical plane and the very spiritual plane and the merging of the two. So how do you merge that very your higher consciousness, your soul, your purpose into something very tangible, physical, that can be experienced by yourself or others? And a lot of times, in order to sort of get to that greater understanding, we have to go through something. There's some kind of experience to be had, and it doesn't have to be hard or difficult or any of those things or scary. It's just saying that there's some kind of physical something, right? Whether it's an actual experience with another person or a career or, anything. But it's something that you can kind of put your finger on. It's something tangible. So it's very likely, threes, that there will be something that comes in for you around this time that feels very real, but that also opens you up to something bigger within yourself, that opens you up to greater gifts, for yourself that have to do with your own higher consciousness and your own spirituality. And with white peacock coming through, that just solidifies it, right? So with white peacock, there's something here about creating your own heaven on earth, right? Not waiting to move through this life experience and then go to heaven, right? As if heaven is some other place. And I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm not getting into that discussion. I'm saying that while we're on earth, we can create our own heaven on earth. And so there is definitely something between the 16-7 and the white peacock energy coming through that's encouraging you to do that. And it will present to you how to do that. But there's something here that's saying, life is meant to be experienced and enjoyed, and even through the difficult times. So what is your calling to make that happen? And oftentimes we have to create our own heaven on earth. And so there's definitely something here about doing that. We can't expect somebody else to do it for us. While we're having this human experience, they can certainly contribute and bring things to the table, but they're not going to do it for us. That's up to us. The other thing is there's something here with white peacock about sort of expansive thinking. So thinking beyond the 3D plane, thinking beyond the ego, right? into something greater. So it's very possible with 16-7 energy and white peacock coming through that you may sort of have, just like I said, some kind of greater awakening or greater awareness around something within your own personal experience or your own personal life that opens you up tremendously, whether it's opening your heart up or opening up your consciousness or whatever the case may be. Now, obviously, this is it's not going to resonate for everyone. So maybe you're holding space for somebody who's moving through that. But we can always learn something more about ourselves. We can always learn how to incorporate our soul with our ego and how to do beautiful things with those two forces. And so I do think that this new moon, even though it's a shorter sort of influence, it's only a couple of weeks, but a lot can happen in 2 weeks. So I would say pay really close attention to the bigger answers that come in for you, the downloads, the inspirations, the ideas, any of that stuff. Pay attention, because I think it's going to be sort of earth-shattering for you. Maybe not initially, but I think it will lead to something that can be very expansive in your thinking and how you move through the world. And there's also something with white peacock around like independence. So that doesn't mean you can't be in a relationship or whatnot. That just means you don't lose yourself within those relationships. You know your space, you hold your space, and you have space for others. And with the expectation that they will also have space for you. And if they don't, that's another discussion. But a lot coming in here about you knowing your worth, owning your worth, and also opening up to something bigger than just the ego in this lifetime. And I'm not saying you haven't already done that. I'm just saying this is very, very transformative and very expansive type of energy that you're harnessing around this new moon threes. And likely it will lead to some kind of creative pursuit for you just because you're a 3. There will be something likely that you can do with this that then has the potential to have a greater impact on others. So beautiful. Like seriously, this is such big, bold, beautiful, just cosmic energy coming through for you all at this new moon. So I hope it's beautiful for you all. Take care. Bye for now.